Hey, people. Hey, so I'm Sherman, this is Miriam and Harry, and we have two members that can't be here today because they're too busy partying now. But they're awesome, and shout out to Shad and also Jackie. So we're from the Recurse Center, and we decided to work on a visualization of fossil locations on ancient maps because fossils that may be found in, let's say, North America might not be at the exact same position that they were few 100 million years back. So I'm gonna hand this off to Miriam. Wait, are you doing this stuff first? Okay, Miriam, to talk a little bit more about what's going on.
Hello. So we were inspired by a visualization we found online showing continental drift over time, but it was a little buggy and it only went back 140 million years, which very importantly meant we would have missed out on about 100 million years that the dinosaurs were on Earth. This was Hack the Dinos, so we wanted to go way back in history. So we found a brand new data set that's just in publication for next year, and that goes back 230 million years. So we've got all the dinosaurs in there. And then secondly, we wanted to integrate that with fossils and their location over time. So we used PaleoBioDB to find the paleolatitude and paleolongitude of the fossils at different points throughout history. And then we used D3 geoprojections to take those 2D data and map them onto a 3D globe. So we can see the changes over time. And you can hover over individual points and see the identity of the species. And you can hover over continents if you can't tell what they are and get more information about those too, part of Africa. And so I will hand it over to Harry to tell you more about our controls.
So a lot of the data that we started off with came from this piece of software called G-plates that geologists use to model where they imagine tectonic plates were in the past. So if you ever played with G-plates, it's very easy. It has a similar interface just like this, minus the fossils overlaid. So you could click around, you could drag, and you could view the Earth rotate around. So the controls are all here on the screen. But you'll notice that every once in a while, if you just keep dragging around, it's actually kind of funny because you could put the world on a weird axis. So for example, it was like that. So we have a reset in the space bar here, but there's actually another little Easter egg to it. So if you wanted to use the map, you also use Shift-6, and that's because if you ever played with G-plates, you're gonna hit Shift-6 a million times because the Earth just gets very, very askew. A lot of the data here could also be improved into the future because there's a lot more metadata around each of these fossils. You'll notice, besides the rendering that takes a very long time, there's about 131,000 data points on here, so it's gonna lag if you're doing this on a mobile phone. Don't do it on a mobile phone. And if we ever had a chance to work on it more, we would want to link this metadata back to the PaleoDB database where it came from, so researchers could filter, sort, and look and visualize more about where the fossils were at that point in time. So, thanks.